science of transformational health, or transformative health rather. And first, let's join Lavina Mehta, as working from home has become the new norm. The amount of time people spend in front of the screen is increasing without sufficient breaks. And we look today at exercise that you can do at home to help maintain your posture, and ensuring breaks are part of the routine.
Good morning and welcome to the IGlobal Wellness Show. I'm Lavina and it's an honor to be here today. Just a very quick introduction. If you don't know me, I'm a personal trainer and a wellness coach. I've been honored with an MBE for my services during the COVID pandemic in health and fitness. And today we are talking about working from home, or what I would like to rename work out from home. We know that sitting, unfortunately, and sedentary lives are paying a big toll on our health. So many of us have spent the last 15 months in difficult situations at home, maybe trying to find a workspace at a desk or even people's beds. And we know the toll it plays on our physical health as well, with the increase in back pain and neck issues as well. So I unfortunately have been talking on TV and radio and in my IGlobal column about the impact that sitting has. And I call it sitting is unfortunately the new smoking. So my concept of exercise snacking, which we will be doing masterclasses through the IGlobal Wellness Show about, is really about taking short, bite-sized amounts of movement through the day to help boost our physical health and, most importantly, our mental health. So today we're going to be talking about little techniques and tips. I want you to really feel quite interactive today, wherever you're watching this. And this is saved on iGlobal News for you to replay. And it will also be saved on my YouTube channel at feelgoodwithlavina. So please watch it back, pick up some tips. I'm going to talk you through some of my exercise snacks that you can do at your desk. And I have lots of free workouts on my Instagram and my YouTube channel, as well as my chair workouts, which are actually perfect for people working from home as well. So during this workout, because it's a slightly interactive workout, we can actually get our steps in while you're working from home. So if I was imagining my typical desk setup or yours, maybe find a chair, and even while you're watching this session, I would like you to get your steps in, move your arms, just keep a little bit of movement through the day. And the important thing to notice is that we are trying to hit the government guidelines of exercise for optimum health to reduce so many risks of chronic illnesses. But every single minute that you do during the day counts and will build up to that target. So let's keep moving while I'm talking. But firstly, I'm going to introduce you to one of my concepts, which is called a breath snack. And sometimes we can feel really anxious, overwhelmed, especially through this pandemic. So all I'm asking you is for 1 minute of your day. And you could do this at any point. I have done it on the school run, you know, when you're really stressed out and running late to pick up your children. I've done it during my work sessions before I go live. Anytime that I feel I need to kick in my parasympathetic nervous system, which will help reduce stress, alleviate anxiety, and it should send us into this nice calming, relaxing mode. Yeah, so it's the opposite to fight or flight. It's rest, recovery. And let's try it now. So I'm going to introduce you to a breath called the box breath. All I want you to do is sit nice and tight. I will sit down with you, and we're going to do an inhale to the count of 4. So just relax your shoulders, close your eyes, place your hands on your lap, and all I want you to do is inhale for 4. Then we're going to hold the breath for up to 4 seconds, and then we're going to exhale for 4 seconds. So this is the box breath. Let's give it a go together for iWellness, iGlobal's show today. Let's breathe in to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Let's breathe in last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, and 4. Just open your eyes. See how that made you feel. Do you feel just in less than a minute there, in a 1-minute breath snack? It's like a self-care snack. Do you feel the little difference? We're going to try one more breath technique as well, which is really simple to do. And you know, I do workouts for the elderly, seniors, the vulnerable, the less mobile, all based on a chair. And I'm getting so many people join me that are working from home, that just want a low impact workout. And I normally start off with this breath work. I walk through different options. The second one I want to show you today is the 4 breath. So we're going to inhale for the count of 4, and we're going to try and exhale to the count of 6. So it's really simple. We're just going to do it a couple of times. If you'd like to add a little bit of movement with your arms, I would suggest you do. So you can just sit comfortably. We can take a nice big positive inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's do it once more. Breathing in positivity. 2, 3, 4, and a long exhale through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. How did that make you feel? So use these lovely 1 or 2 minute breath snacks. Obviously, you can make it longer if you have the time. We're going to work through some of my favorite exercises. I actually start but always finish now all my workouts with what I call a feel good hug. So we're going to try this seated or standing. I'll show you standing first. I want you to just try and open out your arms, really open out your chest, a slight arch in your back, so that we're opening out all the front part of the body. You're going to breathe in some positivity. And I want to send this amazing hug to you from me. I'm going to ask you to wrap your arms around you. Exhale, round out the spine as if you're creating a lovely C shape. So you can really feel your vertebra open. I'm tucking my tailbone under. My chin is to my chest. And give yourselves a little hug. I know it's a bit of fun. It's hopefully brought a smile to your face. It's going to help release the love hormone, oxytocin. And through COVID, obviously, we have all been missing the power of touch. The power of a hug is so important to us. So what I say to everyone in my workouts is, let's do it again. A nice big opener. We can do it seated. So I actually finished the talk yesterday on mental health. It's okay not to be okay. Watch it back on iGlobal News. We finished with a feel-good hug, and it brought a smile to everyone's faces. So breathe in some positivity, inhale, and then exhale round the spine. So you really feel that lovely release. And just a simple movement like that should hopefully just make you feel a bit happier. Another good one to do is some shoulder shrugs. So this is just to relax our shoulders. The problem with sitting for long periods on the sofa or your desk is that everyone's spines are starting to look like this. We're rounding out. It's almost that kyphosis where we're like this. So we want to try and improve our posture. And I always say in every workout, even when you're standing, maybe cooking, maybe at the supermarket queue, think about bringing your shoulder blades back and down. So fixing the scapula, setting it nicely in your spine. Stand up nice and tall. Bring your navel in towards your spine. So your belly button is sucked in towards your back. And you can slightly tuck your pelvis under, but a nice straight posture is what want to try and get to. That's including the elderly, even our children, with all of our screens and technology these days. So a nice one to do is a shoulder shrug. If you're feeling stressed out through the day, there's so many worries at the moment, and especially through the pandemic, you could just take a simple lifting up the shoulders, inhale, and then exhale, drop the shoulders all the way down. Sometimes when we're tight, you don't realize that your shoulders are up here, and we carry so much tension. I feel the same in my neck and my shoulders. So let's try that again. You could use your arms this time. We're going to bring up our shoulders towards our ears, breathe in, and then exhale. Drop the arms down, let it all go. Doesn't that feel good? Let's do it once more, with or without the arms, bringing the shoulders up to your ears, and then an exhale, bring it back down. Great work, everyone. So I want to introduce you also to a lovely piece of kit that I get most of my seniors to just get their hands on, very easily accessible on Amazon. They're called resistance bands, but if you don't have one, don't worry, you can do this without. You could actually use a pair of old tights. So during the lockdowns where things weren't available, I encourage people to use a pair of old tights. Anything with a bit of stretch is great, because that's going to give you a bit of resistance, which is what we want to start building our muscle mass and building our bone density. So strength training is a key part of my feel good fitness prescription. The first exercise I'm going to show you, and we're going to do these all seated on our desks, is a shoulder floss. So I'm going to set a timer just so we keep to time. And I'm going to show you 8 simple movements. We're going to call it a desk mobility snack. And even if you take away a couple of these movements, I'll be happy. If you can build that into your routine. I'm going to start giving you some really practical tips. And I would say that if you could aim for every hour, set an alarm on your phone, on your computer, to get up and do some movement, whether it's lapping your house, whether it's doing something that I call a stair snack, which I used during lockdown when people couldn't leave their homes and there was a lot of COVID anxiety. So just going up your stairs, 3 flights of stairs, 3 times a day. There's an incredible study to show the benefits of stair snacking to help improve your cardiorespiratory health, your power, and your overall body strength. So it's really powerful, and it's something we can all use, whether you live in a house or even in your apartment, in your stairwell. And if you have a bungalow, imagine you're climbing up 12 steps 3 times a day. Maybe tie it to before or after a meal, so it ties on to an existing habit. So let's start our little workout. If you have a band, great. If you don't, maybe grab a pair of old tights, or even a scarf or a towel will do, but ideally something with a bit of stretch. And we're going to try and keep our bands on our desks, which is one of my tips for people working from home. So we're going to start with just a few neck rolls. So imagine you're sitting at your desk, and I want you to relax your shoulders and simply move your neck as if you're drawing a big circle with your chin all the way round, up and round. Just going maybe 3 or 4 in one direction. How good does that feel? Just giving your neck some love. And let's go round the other way. So I'm just sitting nice and tall, and I've got my head just moving in nice big circles, just giving it a little bit of love. Relaxing. Let's do one more. Breathing as we go. Inhale, exhale, the power of breath. Then we're going to grab your band or pair of old tights, and I'm going to show you standing first, my famous shoulder floss. So I would love you all. I prescribe this as something you should do every single day, just like we floss our teeth, hopefully every single day. You're going to bring your hands down, and we're going to relax our shoulders and try and lift your arms up and over as straight as possible. But I have lots of people, lots of clients struggle to get our arms straight up and over. So even if you have to bend slightly, you can bend the arms. You may also struggle to go all the way around because we're working this ball and socket joint in our shoulders. We want to increase that range of movement. So even if you have to stop a little way behind and come forwards, I want you to hold your core in. You can do this seated at your desk, turning off your Zoom cameras. Inhale and exhale. Just try and give yourself a minute of shoulder flossing every day. And you can make it harder by moving your hands closer together, easier by having more slack on the band. The next move we're going to do is a nice opener. So all I'm doing is opening my arms out, taking a lovely exhale, inhale, exhale, stretching out and open. You can do this without the band, just by simply opening out, really releasing opposite hand to hand. Maybe bringing your hands up in front of you is harder when you get tired. You may want to drop them down, but this is such a lovely opener. Something you can do whilst on Zoom, if you can turn your camera off and just give yourself one of these little mobility snacks, as I call them, little treat for your body and your mind. So leaving our band, some more desk movements that you could do. First of all, we're going to do a nice back opener. So we're going to place our hands by our ears, elbows nice and wide, and I'm going to just sit back and like an angel, arch my back, and then I'm going to bring my elbows to my desk, and I'm going to just stretch out the underarms, my lats here, my latissimus, and pick up my lovely headphone there. So let's get you back on there. So let's open out again, breathing in, exhale, just falling, resting your elbows on the desk. You should feel a lovely stretch all the way down your upper back. This is so effective. Little angel bend, breathing in, and then exhale, just stretching out. This is a great one if you're feeling slightly stressed. We're also going to do the same with our long arms. So we're going to breathe in, lift our arms up, and then just relax them down, stretching out more of your back here, resting your head in between those arms. Let's take another big positive inhale. Exhale. You can see I'm focusing on breath because breath is so important. It's going to help keep us calm, alleviate stress and anxiety. Can you feel that lovely stretch? Breathing in, you can just stretch out your arms, lengthening out your spine. This is such a nice, simple one to do when you're sitting for too long. If you're even just on Zoom or Teams, just turn your cameras off and get a little bit of movement like this in. We're now also going to do another one with our bands. This is one that a lot of my seniors enjoy as well. It reminds them of a childhood. If you've ever used a bow and arrow, and I'd encourage you, if you're parents, to even show some of these movements to your children because they are spending long periods at their desks when they're studying or even when they're gaming or using technology. All I'm doing is bringing one elbow round out on shoulder height, and I'm just turning my head to watch that elbow go back. Exhale as I bring that elbow back. It's like a bow and arrow. You could do it without the band, seated or standing. Exhale, really squeeze your shoulder blades together. You should feel that in your upper, middle back, thoracic spine area that gets really tight when we're stressed. Exhale, inhale. Let's do one more with or without the band. I hope you can feel that. We're going to finish with some nice spinal twists. Really nice, easy one that you're just going to place your hands by your ears, elbows nice and wide. All I'm going to do is just twist round to one side, back to the middle, twisting around the other side. My gaze follows the movement. I can really feel that in my middle back. You may feel it where you're tight. So send your exhale to help release any tension, twisting round back to the middle. One more on each side. You could do this seated or you could do it standing. It's just such a nice, easy movement, giving your back that lovely release. And back to the middle. Well done, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed the mobility snack. We're going to now do a little bit of a sort of desk workout. I'm going to call it a desk snack. And again, I would say every hour, even if you can fit in 5 minutes, whether it's at your desk, whether you're in the kitchen, maybe cooking, and vegetables are boiling or the kettle is boiling, think about just adding in some movement when we're doing these simple tasks, because that's what's going to help us build up to the government guidelines. So we're going to do 5 really simple moves. Today, we're going to do it on the desk. So I'm going to do it seated. And one of the most important moves that we use is our squats. So we want to try and maintain our independence and sit and stand independently for as long as we can. I have people up to the age of 100 in care homes doing my workouts with me and my mother-in-law. You'll have a taste of that later today on the wellness show. But for starters, we're going to start with our normal sit and stand. We're going to just try and keep our knees out. You're going to use your chair if you need some assistance, even your handles, to try and come up all the way up, squeezing the glutes, keeping your core tight, using your leg muscles, and then slowly coming back down to your chair. Maybe try and go straight up, squeeze the glutes. Knees are always going out in line with my toes. Even as I get up, I can see my toes. So my knees aren't coming forward, they're staying back. And if you were to do it as a normal squat, you're trying to get nice and low, really engage all the muscles so that we're getting our lower body muscles nice and strong. We're going to build muscle strength. And this is a functional, important movement. So maybe just try and do a squat snatch, maybe 3 sets of 10 every single day would be amazing. Just small little incremental changes. Then you're going to try and do a press up. I teach people this against the wall to begin, but you can try and do it against your desk if it's nice and stable. I'm trying to keep a nice straight line from my head to my heels, and I'm coming down. Inhale, exhale, squeezing up. So I'm not hinging at my hips. I've got my stomach muscles in tight, breathing in, exhale, squeezing up. Let's try 1 or 2 more. If it's too difficult, I would encourage you to use a wall. So I'll just quickly demonstrate using a wall here. So I'm keeping that lovely straight line. Chest is coming between the hands towards the wall, and I'm building up all my upper body strength. So it's a compound move, just like our squats for our upper body. Then we're going to try one which you can do actually on the floor, but it's quite nice elevated. We're going to do some dips. So you're going to carefully put your wrists back. I'm going to keep my elbows tucked in and back so they're not flaring out. And I'd encourage you to bend your legs. You're simply bringing your body weight down. Exhale, squeezing up. So inhale, those elbows stay back and in. And you're going to really feel this in your arms, especially these lovely bingo wings, as people call them, but our triceps. So we're working all of our upper body muscles again. A nice compound move. This is body weight strength training. So effective for weight loss, but most importantly, maintaining muscle mass to help prevent things like osteoporosis and sarcopenia as we age. We're now going to do a little bit of cardio. So we're going to use our lovely star jumps. back to school. I get all ages to do these seated or standing. Today we're going to do them seated because I want you to imagine you're at your desk and you really need that little break. We're working out from home. You could be doing this any time of day. It's going to make you feel quite happy. I want you to give yourselves a little clap. My mother-in-law, you will see later in the fitness for the restricted workout, we'll even do double legs in and out. But whatever feels good, I want you to raise your heart rate. So this is a great way of getting some cardiovascular exercise into your day, boost your mood and relax. Last exercise we're going to do together, and I can almost feel my heart rate going up, is we're going to grab 2 water bottles, 2 tins, 2 dumbbells, keep them at your desk, and we're simply going to do a nice bicep curl, bringing them towards the shoulder, and then a nice big press, shoulder press up, bringing those weights back towards you, releasing that tension on the biceps. So we're getting a nice curl and a shoulder press. And obviously with strength training, I encourage you to start off lightly and then build up on your weights. Breathe out. This is a great functional movement as well with that shoulder press, as we want to try and be able to reach up and put things on the ceiling ourselves. So well done. One more. Exhale and relax. So well done, everyone. This is just a little taster today of some little techniques that I would suggest. Another great one to help working from home is just get out for what I call a feel good walk. That could just be 5 minutes. As soon as you hit the fresh air, if you can, try and go somewhere where there's some greenery, in a nice park, even in your garden, anywhere you could see some trees, because nature is such a powerful healer, especially for our mental health. And I myself have had some of my most creative, inspiring moments on a walk, and it could just be 5 minutes. So I am actually an ambassador for Diabetes UK, and I have done a lot of research about how 10 minutes after a meal is fantastic for helping control your blood sugar as well. So I know it's very prevalent in our communities with things like diabetes, but sometimes it's not just how we look. As I say, exercise for sanity, not vanity. So I hope you can incorporate some of these little tips, keep some healthy actual snacks by your desk, maybe some almonds, maybe a piece of fruit. Always keep hydrated. Try and have 7 to 8 hours of good sleep every single night. And I'm wishing you all well. I hope some of these little tips working from home help you today, and use my exercise snacks. They are the healthiest types of snacks around. Thank you so much, iGlobal, iWellness Show. Check out my column. Every so often, I'm writing a lovely article that you can read on iGlobal News, and I have lots of free workouts on my Instagram and my YouTube, all at Feel Good with Lavina. Thank you.
I thought you wanted to go to the bank.
What for?
You had some money transfers to make to India, and you wanted to check the balance of your SBI India account.
So we did them from home.
Through your mobile.
Through the YONO SBI UK app.
SBI UK presents the YONO app, ensuring your bank is always in your pocket. Remit to India available 24/7. Better exchange rates on rupee remittances. And you can see your account with SBI in India through YONO, a versatile mobile banking app from SBI UK.
So Lavina has put a different meaning to break time with us on the Great Big Indian Wellness Show this morning. So if I said to you snack time, you'd probably say yes. Well, I will if you will. However, this is not the food snack time you may have been thinking of. As we've seen,